Hello everyone, it's just a few moments later. You can see our friend is still walking around out there. This is just to introduce this video, which I originally wasn't going to release because I just wanted to get to the cave, but I figure I'll just release it effectively as a supplement. It'll just be a few of the strategies and things I did to grind for the things that I used, or at least tried to use during the previous video. We had a couple of things. We actually found one of them along the way, so I'm not going to spoil that too much unless you paid a bunch of attention somewhere. But in any case, I'm just going to release that for fun. And if you're not interested in rummaging around in the desert and finding some odds and ends, you need to skip it to the next video because we're going to be going back into the cave, hopefully with a few more friends, a few more flying friends of relatively high levels. I will see you guys soon. Hello everyone. Figured I'd record this, seeing as it's going to be definitely our most expensive thing to make as of this time. We have all of the pieces necessary to make our helmet here. Quite a bit of crystal, which wasn't too bad to grind, and from that place that we just mentioned in the last episode. There's loads of crystal there. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Silica pearls are pretty easy to get. I just grabbed like another 600 or 700 of them just a short while ago. Polymer, of course, is the big one. Lots and lots of polymer made from tons of obsidian, as well as I used up every bit of my I think all I've got left here. I used up every bit of my keratin and my chitin, which I had a lot. I threw away probably 3 times that amount of chitin when I spent all the time improperly harvesting organic polymer, not realizing that it wouldn't fit, because as you'll notice, that 70 of 70 spots are full. Like this is the minimum amount of regular polymer and the maximum amount of organic you can use, because every single one of these other spots has to also be filled with this. So before I go any longer, let's craft one. Bye bye to all that stuff. The key thing is it left a bunch. Wow, that was quick too. It left a bunch of polymer left over. I definitely wanted to use as much of the organic as I could, which is also why I hid this polymer in my pocket. Everything else can stay. I should probably see what organic is left, because what I am going to do with this organic polymer is, and I kind of should have prepared it, but I'm going to find if we have any ghillie stuff, like this mask here. Hey, it's better than a regular one, actually at armor 60. That is quite good. So this is really something that is useful for the game. So we can just see what other ghillie stuff we have. So we just have mask and boots, which isn't. I don't think I have any more over here. Let's see. I do have more ghillie boots. So look at making some of these. Okay, so these boots are a little better than those. They just take so little polymer that it doesn't even matter. But these are useful when doing certain, when working or when trying to sneak up on certain animals. Having ghillie stuff is very useful to have. I have it still on sort, which is bad because I'm not used to using this. Alright, we need a little more fiber. So let's make these as well. It actually took so long to make all the polymer from all of the things I had made before up here that I actually, I had to use 2 bits of gasoline. I've actually never run something that took so long in any of the machines that run on gasoline, any of these big machines, that actually had to put a second amount of gasoline in. That was quite surprising. But that's fine. The thing is gasoline is about the cheapest thing in the game. So let's craft one of these and one of these. So that at least uses a little bit of the polymer. It's, you know, it's better than nothing. I don't need the blueprint, I need the boots. I don't like this at all. Let's go ahead and unsort. This at least makes a little more sense to me. Let's take a look here. So if we go, okay, so I also made a whole bunch of storage spots. This is generally for stuff that we need to grab and go with. Most of these are empty. Over here starts some of our materials. This is our main raw material. This is a little bit of overflow. We finally grabbed a bunch of stone. So if you want to craft, speak English, if you want to craft something like this, the stone was inconvenient, and the obsidian was inconvenient, but the obsidian did a pretty good job with the Anki, but the stone actually was really easy with the Dodi, and this is not even a high-level Dodi. He's just been maximized with melee damage, and he reduces the weight of stone by 3/4, so you can just blitz on through with lots of stone. I think I had to make maybe 5 trips, and he ended up getting 4,000 stone from it, and that was enough for what I needed to make all this stuff for here. I'm actually going to turn this off, so I don't need it anymore, and the noise is annoying. So in any case, that was handy. Oh, by the way, I think I've grown all of my hair, so I really should be walking around with this pretty awesome mustache and hair here. It's funny, he's the shortest I can make him, and he still ends up off screen here a little bit, but this is pretty good. Or we can just go like that, and I could hop onto some sort of dino. Let's hop onto you, and then rotate, and then yeah, there we go. Can't really see the mustache too well here, but I mean, come on, that hair looks awesome, so we're all pretty good. Figured I wanted to do that. Oh, but then of course the waste for all of that is our wonderful new super helmet. Bye-bye hair. Nothing. Can't see anything. You can just see my face or my eyes. Big deal. All right, but of course, as we mentioned, these provide the insulation against the heat, so we'll probably keep all of these around. And this is just going to be our armor. I mean, this is all, 120, 160 armor. This thing alone is 843. So this is pretty fantastic. And then for the heat protection, actually, it's bad. It's counteracting this a bunch. We might take a little bit of damage from the heat, but we'll take so much less damage if we ever get caught in a fight that we should probably keep that hat on. We'll definitely keep it with us. The one thing I didn't remember, as I hit the wrong key, is what was the other really good thing we had was these boots, which are quite good. So how do we get them? This is the best question for here. I want to put that that's back in here. I mean, that's where it's useful. Where do we get these? Okay, there are on the map a bunch of deep sea loot crates. Obviously, they're in the deep sea, otherwise it wouldn't be called that. They ran out of deep sea on this map. So, in fact, they're kept around the edges of the map. There's lots of them over that way, where all the wyverns are. There's a few of them here. There's 1 or 2 down here at the bottom of the map. But there's 5 of them up in that corner in the far desert. I picked up this engram from one of those loot crates, the one for this hat. I think the one that was down here, but I'm going to spend a little time trying to find the other loot crates up in that corner of the map. And I'll do it off screen, though I might, when I actually get to each loot crate, we'll have a look. They look a little different. I remember coming up on the one when I did find it, thinking, that's really strange looking. Those aren't supposed to be on this map. We didn't need to do that. Let's not do that. So I was a little surprised to see it there, and I actually ended up looking online and saying, oh, that's the deep sea loot crate. So they're effectively next level. So where the red loot crates, which I've definitely been going to, as well as the yellows, are good. These are like a tier above. So I'm going to spend just a bit of time, probably just with the RG because it's easiest to get around. And we're going to see what those loot crates look like. Because it would be nice to get some more of this armor because it's pretty good. It does take a little bit too much to craft. I wouldn't mind having a bit lower level just so it's easier to craft. When you're crafting these very high level things, the requirements go up exponentially. So whereas this is 1400 crystal, 2000 polymer, giving you 800 armor. If you got 400 armor, this may very well only require 500 polymer or even less. So it goes down pretty quickly. I mean, you can see the one that gives you 120 armor, it's only 50 polymer, so that's next to nothing. So I'm going to go look for those, and I will see you all soon. Otherwise, everything else has been going pretty well. Not too many bugs other than a couple of crashes, which have been a little frustrating. Talk to you soon. Hello everyone, I'm actually recording this one after the fact. I have a loot crate here. This is the deep sea loot crate. As you can see, we're at the bottom of the sea and at the bottom of the map. These loot crates mostly are at the bottom of the sea in the other maps, but here they're out in the desert. They're scattered around the very outside parts of the desert. Let's see what's inside here. Got a compound bow, which is okay useful, and a pump action shotgun, which is super useful and much better than our current one, which is great. In fact, we are going to gather some resources to keep this compound shotgun. That means we're going to need a whole lot more we probably won't go for that amount of polymer. It's too much. 2100 polymer, that's usable. So what we will probably do is try and run around the map for a very long time again and get a whole lot more polymer. And unfortunately, it's only the blueprint. It's not the actual weapon itself. I really wish it would drop the weapon, but we didn't get lucky. Alright, so let's say you're crazy and you need to acquire not just 30,000 stone, but about 15,000 polymer to go along with that. Actually, it's 15,000 chitin or keratin. You might think, well, it takes something with high damage, kill these guys, and 31 chitin is okay. Maybe I get more on this one. Let's see. 30 chitin. That's going to take a long time to get that much chitin. I mean, there are a lot of these guys around here, so they're not bad to go after. They don't kill each other, so, I got 35 chitin on average there. But what you really want is the mantises. With the mantises, I seem to get with each one about 250, 270 chitin. It is pretty good. I can't complain about that. The problem is that I think I've killed all the mantises in the area here when I was last out, because I haven't been gone for quite that long. And as you can see, there's pretty much nothing left here. Every time I come out here, I do look for some high-level vultures, because more high-level vultures are always handy to have, because they do seem to work really well as a pack. So I do spend some time snooping vultures here. I don't know why I couldn't get that one. They're all low level though. Such a shame. You can also try to get the dung beetles. They give you even less chitin, so it's really pretty lame. The arthropluras give you a little more, but it's not a lot. They might give you 50 or so. It wasn't clear whether the Uteranus or the bird was better for gathering the chitin, but it looks like they were roughly equal, because the bird was giving me about 270 and so was the Ute when I would go to try to kill a mantis. So, it's alright. I just wish there were even... I think what it was is I was getting like 40 or 50 from the arthroplura, from the centipede, and that was kind of less than I would have really liked to get. And I was just, level 104 is really good, and he will have just eaten. So I just need to make it so it's not mad at me. I would like to get that. This is why you also carry some spoiled meat with you. I actually have a bunch with me from also in the bird. I didn't see which one was which. So I will just let you come down. Are you the good one? You are. Feed. E. Okay. So we'll stick with this one for just a second. As you can see, 1 tames a level 104, 60%, so you'll only ever need 2. I've never had to give more than 2 to any one of these. I'm guessing if it's a level 150, yeah, it would definitely need 3. Certainly would be worth the effort. It only takes them a minute or 2 to get hungry again. I have the taming food, which is obviously that spoiled meat. You should always carry a little of that with you. You almost always end up with some anyway, but sometimes right at the beginning of your little trip like this is, I just hopped out right now, you won't have any, and then you'll be really annoyed. And you just spam E. It's going to ignore you if it's not hungry yet, and you'll want to get them as soon as you possibly can to get on with what you're actually doing. I've just been saying, hey, if it's over 100, I'll just grab another one. Doesn't hurt. Nope, not ready yet. Wait until it's hungry again. So there's a lot of chasing around these silly guys. They do land a lot, so they're not, I mean, they're really easy to tame, and considering how well they work in the caves, it's pretty much worth it. There we go. Got him. V12, not a Bugatti. Maybe I should rename it though. All right. Now, of course, you do realize that as soon as I do this, I am going to find a level 150. And, well, do you know what? If that happens, I will just let this one follow us. It'll probably end up out of render range. I'll just remember where it is, and I'll come back for it later. I've been making a lot of these trips out to the desert to get chitin because I've been getting these nice drops. What I really should be doing, though, is going to the location where the drops are, which is all that way. So if I bring up the map, I'm starving again. Oh, that's because I'm eating all the bad meat. That's me not paying attention to what's in my food slots. There we go. That'll work better. I do that all the time, like quite frequently. All right, where's the map? There it is. Up there. So there are there are 5 of them in the far quadrant in that sort of open area towards the upper right. I tend to just take the bird around those areas, cruising around for pretty much anything I can find. So there is a nice Arthropleura. So let's see what we get out of this guy here. It's also kind of hot out, which is less good. The problem with the Arthropleura that I really noticed the difference is that the RG does not hit. What do we get? I didn't even see what it was. I couldn't find it in the list. Wasn't a huge amount though if this is all we have here. The problem with the Arthropleura is, first of all, you don't get that many. I think I might have ejected something I didn't want, but it doesn't matter. I don't even keep the arrows anymore. They're just too heavy. I keep just one thing of raw meat. I just want to make sure I didn't actually dump out anything else. I don't think I did. I think I only had 150. Everything else can go. It's all transitory. It doesn't really matter. I just, and even there, it's almost not even worth going for the Arthropleura. Well, there's like a bunch of them here, so we'll probably try it again. Yeah, the dung beetles gave like 20. It's just not worth it. And dung beetles are cool in other ways anyway. They don't try to attack you or spit and kill your armor like these guys do. You can see how many, first of all, I'm missing it a lot. But second of all, just how many hits it takes. So 32 chitin. That's just not that great. Essentially, one mantis is like 8 to 9 of these Arthropleuras or the scorpions, so it's just not worth it considering how long it takes to kill this thing. This is ridiculous. The mantises are actually killed really easy. This is pretty bad. I'm assuming this is like a level 120 or that's only a 92. That's not worth it. Like that's not efficient. At this point, I should just start cruising up to the other area because that's just a waste of time. You also have to eject more things out of these because I'm not going to use any of this. It's extra weight. Decorative coloring. I don't think I have that one yet. I actually got a new one just recently. I don't remember what it was. But yeah, I actually got a new recipe, and I thought I'd gotten all of them, and I don't think I had decorative coloring. So, that's kind of cool that we found something new. Um, all right, then. This was just sort of a little strategy. I was really hoping that we would find a mantis, and we sure didn't. And that bug wants us. So I'll just call it off. When I get one more mantis, I'll just come back on for a few seconds, and we'll have a look at it. Talk to you soon. It's like 30 seconds later. Obviously, we're not very far away. Our little taming box for our kitty cats is up there. So let's kill a mantis and see how this goes. One thing is that we will aggro the other mantis, and we don't want the other mantis to eat this mantis while we're actually attacking it. There we go. It died, and we got it. So 269 chitin. Pretty good. That's what we want. And they die in a couple of hits. 310 chitin. That's why we want mantises. Everything else is kind of a waste of time. You get the organic polymer. It actually ends up being quite heavy after a while. I will probably end up ejecting it. It'll kill me to do so, but on the other hand, it's just so easy to come by, which is just weird. I'm so used to this being kind of a difficult resource to get, but I've never really sort of mainlined getting this stuff before doing this project. In any case, we seem to be in good shape here. That got us 600 more chitin. That's the type of stuff that we need. I think I need then 2,000 chitin. Sorry, I need 2,000 of the the cementing paste. I need 2,000 cementing paste. That is 8,000 chitin. I've got maybe 1,000 already back, maybe 1,200. I don't know, but I basically need, let's say, another 7,000 chitin. That would be just 70 in weight. It's this stuff that adds up, so I will probably just end up ejecting the organic polymer at some point. We'll see. In any case, that's the way it goes. I'll probably stick my nose up there just to see if there are any wonderful kitty cats to tame. There really haven't been recently in that area, though I found some level hundreds and above in other places on the map. And I'll probably get to a cool place, at least fly through a cool place to get my energy up as. It's going down slowly here. During the last set of... I don't need all this here. During the last round of... I probably should grab... Nah, it's all right. There's more spoiled stuff in the bird. During my last round of the desert, looking for all of this chitin, I ended up with going through 2 of the superheat spells, but luckily I ended up being able to get home because I was very close to home both times, and I did not have the tent with me, which I do now. So, yeah, I was eventually prepared. Looks like he's going to go after me, so let's get out of the way there. Yes, I was watching in the background. All right, talk to you all soon. So I am out in the middle of the desert. Kind of hard to see, but I'm up at the top part of the map there. There are a few baddies back there, but there's clearly a storm. I'm gonna be out of... I should probably kill this bug, because it will want to kill me. Done. So, we are out in the middle of nowhere. Hey, look, 3 chitin. Fantastic. And... there we go. I can see where we are. Nobody's annoying us right now, but as you can see, I have basically no energy. I should eat the right food, and we will probably hole up in the tent, which is actually not something I've done in this game before. So I'll just hang it out here, like the door sort of facing my bird. Go in the tent. It's a little dark in here. I will brighten it up a bit. I actually have the game brightness set to a little lower than average. And as you can see, the tent is taking damage, which will do that. I However, I immediately am at full energy. I'm still kind of, oops, and I ate the wrong thing. I am at low food. I'm also at low water, but I have water, so I'll probably just take some of that right now to stay in good shape. I think as I heal up, I'll be fine, and you just wait for it to be over. It's super exciting. Generally, you won't be attacked unless there's somebody close by. Our RG will definitely take care of anybody who comes through. Um, One of the things they suggest that you can use a tent for as well is you can place it over a moth when you are taming your moth. Fill your moth with the taming food, and the tent will last longer than the moth tame will last. You can just down your moth, cover it over with the tent, fill it up with food, walk away, do something else, come back whenever it's convenient. Probably not too much later, because you won't want something walking up after the tent decomposes and then killing your moth. But in any case, and this is how the tent works. I don't remember if I need to keep it open. I mean closed. Apparently I can do okay leaving it open, so that's all right. But yeah, I do need to kind of wait until this all blows over. And one thing I was curious about. So RG is okay with stamina, but it can't fly anything more than minimum speed. So there's kind of no reason to take it out there. I suppose you could go in here, and then when you're done, let's say I wanted to get to high ground, someplace that's safer, because this isn't very safe. You could probably fly there slowly. If you hold down here, you can pick up the tent if you want. Otherwise, and then you can take it with you, and it'll retain its durability. As you can see, it's not going down too slowly. These things usually pass in a couple of minutes. Anyway, this was just a little something new during the course of my travels. Considering the last time I was out here searching for stuff, I didn't get any of these, and I didn't have a tent with me. That makes me pretty lucky. Anyway, talk to you soon. All right, we're all done. Seems to have gone fairly well. We actually had to fight off Arthroplura, but not a big deal. Our guy was slow, but didn't really matter too much. This is still taking damage as it's down. It doesn't take any more or less damage during the storm, but we can just hold down the button and pick it up. So then we can see that it still has its durability, which is great, and we should be in good shape and keep using it. And we can be on our way. It appeared to me, I'm not 100% sure of this, but that with the bird on my shoulder, it was preventing my big bird here from actually harvesting. It was doing the harvesting instead, and it was far less good at it. And I'm in the midst of just killing a few things, but I really want a couple of mantises, which I did kill, but the problem is that the mantises, not all of them were giving, the list of goodies that my bird is supposed to collect from the dead body. So that's kind of annoying, because of course it's the whole reason I'm out here, and I really want this to go as fast as possible. It's kind of annoying having to just grind for everything. So here are 3 mantises. The problem with mantises is they spawn in sets of 2 to 3, and when you attack one, they all attack you. And the problem with that is that as they attack you, they also harvest the other ones. So again, it's a waste of a mantis when really what you want is a nice clean mantis. So I would like one of these to attack, because they usually do. There we go. See, but we got 2 at once, and that's less good. Hey, you guys are super good at jumping, aren't you? And I think I missed one there. No, I did get it. I got that one. And I got that one. Okay, so I did get all 3. Yeah, I set the bird, the vulture on my shoulder, not to harvest, not to attack, not to collect from a corpse, and it would still do it even when it was sitting on my shoulder. You'll notice it's not there anymore. It's right in the crook of the mountains right there. I'm super going to remember to go back and get him. The more hilarious part of that is I found one that, as I suspected, was even higher level. So that was great too. But, you know, there's a lot of chitin. This is what I need. Each row is 600 chitin. And considering I need, I don't even remember what I said, like 8,000. That means that I need like, you know, 12, 15 rows of this, and I have, 6 rows. So it honestly doesn't go too slowly. It's just finding the mantises, and you have to keep moving. And I am going to the locations. So if you follow the diagonal to the spot where I'm pointing, and then the one that's just behind me, and then the one that's just diagonal behind that, that is where 3 of the 5 drops are. Those deep sea ocean drops. That's what I'm trying to get. I found very few of them. See, these 2 mantises are spread out pretty nicely. I might be able to kill them separately from each other. Wow, he already aggroed on me. Just want to get him, kill him, harvest as soon as possible. I think the Arthropleura's going to get me. We're going to attack me, excuse me. It's cool. I had an Arthropleura on the top of a... Oh, no. We're concentrating on you. Come on. Did I get it? Yes, I did. I got a bunch of organic polymer. Cool. I didn't see how much, but it doesn't matter. Just that I got it is all that matters. I had an Arthropleura shoot me from off of one of the ledges up there, and actually just for fun, I followed the shot that he took, the curving shot, all the way down to the sand. So they can shoot very far, and the thing, their little shot of spit of venom does not decay. So it's quite impressive, the amount of, or the distance that it can shoot. Hey, right there. Look at that. That's it. That's one of the drops. We finally got another one. So you can see where it is on the map. Right there. Let's check it out. Put that map away. Hop off. Loot crate. Ket's saddle. That's nice. Tropionathus. I don't think that's on this map. And I don't think there's a Quetzal on this map either. Sure, those are both great saddles. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to hop on. Let's back up a bit. But there, and one is a platform. One is a, hey, 8,000 metal, 27,000 hide. That's pretty fantastic. Are you coming to get me? Do you really want this? You're even pink too. You're left over from Heart Day. Yeah, this is at least oh yeah. Oh, it's one of these saddles. I don't even know what this thing is. It's a type of flying animal. Saddle's mounted with a cannon that fires grenades and has a gasoline-powered jet engine. So with that gasoline-powered engine, you can go the fastest of any flying animal, but I'm pretty darn sure this thing is not available on this map. It's a great saddle. I mean, getting an Ascendant level 1 with that kind of weapon damage, this is like a dream on other maps. That is such a great saddle. But I think it's useless here. I'll probably check it out to make sure. This is also functionally useless, even if there were Ketzes on this map. I don't think there's a Quetzal on this map, but I probably should still check. It's a cool saddle. It's a platform. It's you can build on it. It means you can make your house and fly it around the whole map. Hide's not so bad. Fiber's easy enough to get. 5,000 cementing paste. No, I'm not doing that. So that was a useless, if not fun, but that was a useless drop. That's too bad. So I've gotten, I think, 4 of these now. 2 have been useful. Those are the things that I ground for, the riot helmet and now for the shotgun. And the other 2 have been completely useless. The other 2 were for, I think, both What were they? They were both water saddles, and it's like, well, you could use those on this map if there was enough water. If I could find... Oop! Oh! Hey! Look at that! He gave me a pat on the shoulder. Hey, bud. You can fight these with the RG, because you can... They turn very quickly. I'm not doing it well right now. They're kind of like a Rex. Come on, I do want to get out of here. They hit a little too hard. But they... Oh, he does really turn very quickly. If you can hit him... I was able to do some pretty decent damage for a little while with the bird by staying behind it. But I don't have the cadence right to fly in the circle that I need to. Here he goes following me. Luckily, they're fairly slow, and I'm getting my stamina back, but... Whee. Yeah, I don't think so. I'll just clear the area at this point. I don't think... Oh, see, I would like them not to kill this, but there's a good chance they will, and harvest it, and I get nothing. Instead of playing with my friend over there who still wants to play, I should have... How do you like that bearing down on you? Let's see if there's anything useful in here. How about nothing? I should probably go. Hey, that's a good sight for nighttime. He is totally going to try to chase. Alright, I'm going to leave. He will chase for quite a long time. I'm going to go get some more chitin. And, you know, he's going to follow me for quite a while because I had one of these do that a little while before. But that's fine. You know, it's all in good fun. I will keep going, and I'll talk to you soon if anything else fun comes up. Enjoy. Just a little detail on the map. If you go all the way up to this far corner of the map does this in a number of places, including where it tries to hide those loot drops. There'll be fairly big sand dune here, and you'll be like, oh, we're at the very edge of the map. Like that sort of weird looking area over there is out of bounds on the map. It's pretty obvious once you get used to it. But behind these little hidden spots, you will frequently find little oases, which is kind of nice. Grab a little bit of food there. And in fact, the map does extend a little farther out here. Oh, there's Arthur Plur running around. But I mean, amazingly enough, there's even some silica pearls here. So, you know, that's kind of cool. So, right up here in the corner, you can stop and... I actually didn't realize there were silica pearls here. I don't think I've been here at night before, so I completely missed the pearls. Oh, there's some more in there as well. I don't think I'll grab them because we don't really need them. But there you go. I didn't realize, and there are more silica pearls in here, but I have been in here. That's hilarious. I completely missed this every time. I have been in here to drink water a couple times because it is a nice little thing. One of these days, oops. Looks like we're going to have a little bit of fun here, playing with some friends. Where is he? Where is he? Hard to see him. I probably will bring a water well back here at some point. I keep thinking that I want to cruise around in the desert with maybe 3 or 4 of these water wells so that I can set it up here, and then I can even refill my bottles wherever I'm at. There actually is another loot drop here. I'm not that far from the other location, but there is even another loot drop in this area. I've not seen that one yet, though, so... these deep sea loot drops, as they're referred to generally, though, on this map, they're somewhat deep desert loot drops, I'm sure. They're pretty rare. I mean, and the fact that you don't get an indication of when they're there makes it a little frustrating. So it makes it a nice way to sort of focus on when you have to grind for certain resources in that area. Sure, why don't you go around and might as well just make the loop around to find those loot crates. See if you can dig them up over the course of covering ground and kill a few things, forcing new spawns so that you can get your mantises like this guy here. This is a single, so this will be nice and easy. We've been doing pretty well on these. I haven't lost any since I haven't lost any loot gains or whatever they are since dropping off the bird off my shoulder. So, note to self: having that predator on your shoulder reduces your efficiency quite a bit. You do want to avoid it. I hadn't noticed it before. I did carry one around with me at one point, but I don't know if I was doing the actual um, harvesting at that point. So, in any case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows. So that's 5,000 or so. I think I said I wanted 6,000 because that will make, actually 8,000 will make 2,000 polymer, and I don't need quite that many, so almost there. In any case, I actually recorded an extremely short video, which I won't include here because it was useless, where I found another alpha death worm. But literally, as I started recording, before it even came up out of the ground, it just boop disappeared. Oh well. Talk to you soon. Hello, everyone. Time has finally come for us to make our pump action shotgun. We've got all the polymer, the organic polymer we need, plus zillions more inside my sheep. The most important thing is we have our regular polymer here, and the cementing paste, plus all the cementing paste that went into making the regular polymer. Let's just do this before something decomposes. So craft one. This will replace our little shotgun over here. I've still got 34 polymer left. Yes, I definitely cut that close. While that's going, we have this down here. We've got more obsidian and lots of other odds and ends, so it's not like we're short of materials or anything, though we're not super full of materials. It's not, we don't have tons of them, but what we'll do here is I will remove ammo. Move this guy there, this guy here, and we'll just get it loaded. It's different. It's different animations depending on if you're zoomed out or in. The animation goes very quickly when you're zoomed out, and very slowly when you're zoomed in. It's not clear whether in the game that actually makes a difference. In theory, it does. So if you can actually shoot by the time that basically the animation is done when you're in third-person mode here, but I have not tested that directly. Okay, we're going to head to the cave now. So I've got, I'm just going to put this away. Goodbye. I actually do want to fix my fabricated sniper. I will probably do that off camera because I have to figure out how much stuff I need. So I need polymer. Actually, that's great. If I need polymer for it, let's just toss it in here and see what we need. We already have enough. Let me transfer out. I need 34 polymer. We will definitely be using our sheep-shaped polymer. So this is great. Everything else is fine. I mean, cementing paste, metal ingots, fine. We've got loads of those. A repair. Okay, so that was important. Just dump this back in Mr. Sheep. Thank you for holding my polymer. Alright, so that puts this in good shape. If anything, I'm probably just going to make a little more ammo for it, because I have a bunch, but I'd like a whole lot, like an overkill amount, because overkill is fun. We've got some gunpowder. We've got a whole bunch of metal ingots down here. So what I'm probably just going to do is get that. We'll use the scrap metal at this point. Let's get this down at the bottom. And I don't think I need anything else. I'll take 24 more of those. Other than that, I've already got the bird loaded up. I said load it up. With chest plate, we've got our wonderful riot helmet. Did not find any more drops that were any good. So out of the drops that, the high-end drops that I went through on the map as I was searching around for tons and tons of chitin and keratin, I got 2 really good items. Each one I think gave me 2 items. That's 8 total items. I found 4 drops. I got 2 really good items, which I've just made here. I've got, yeah, that's fantastic. I ended up with 2 so-so items, and then 4 that I couldn't use at all because this is like the wrong map for them. So, it's better than nothing. I definitely never want to grind for those types of things again. I want it to give me the actual item as opposed to the, so like getting the high-end chainsaw, and that's only an apprentice. I actually have better ones around. Getting those actual items as opposed to like getting the Mastercraft flamethrower as opposed to getting an engram for it is really less good. And of course the game does tend to give you tons of engrams of stuff. So I mean, sure, I could make this Mantis saddle, but it's going to cost me, I mean, the 4,000 hide and 2,000 fiber aren't that great, but 1,200 metal, that's a pain in the rear. So while these things are nice to have, I'm not going to grind for 4,400 polymer. I don't need the compound bow. It actually is useful for one thing, this compound bow. It's the one that shoots the metal arrows. Metal arrows are something you can kill the iron and rubble golems with. So who knows? We already know in our cave coming up that we have a rubble golem. So that might be something to think of. We'll see if we have to do that. I am going to grab more meat for myself. Obviously everybody else will be full of meat without any problems. Actually, let's just take 2 stacks because it doesn't hurt. Get rid of that. We're ready to go. It's going to take a while to get over there, so I'll just cut that out. But we'll take the bird. We will take our 5 vultures here, and we'll head on over. I'll probably pick up 1 cat, have the other one trail behind us, and make our way to the cave, which it's been long enough in-game because I ground for all that stuff that I pretty much remember where it is. We'll find out. In any case, we're doing pretty well. We got our ammo, we got our gun, and we should be good to go very soon. In any case, talk to you soon.